Alright, hockey player coming at you. Another brew day. Fairly successful. I've been drinking a little bit. I set my efficiency up at 70%. I should have hit 1048. I hit 1060, which puts me at 87% efficiency, which is fucking stellar. Pretty sure I got close to 10 gallons. I don't really have the time to fucking measure it out as I'm putting it in, but maybe I need to. But I want to do a quick review of the, for those of you who look at electricbrewery.com. I am not getting paid for this, but the hop filter for your boil kettle, I purchased one from them. I don't have as good results as they do, and maybe it's because I'm not using a Blickman, and maybe this filter's not quite big enough in diameter for my kettle or my pot, and I'm guessing that's what it is, which I'm a little disappointed because this one was supposed to work for any kettle. I think the Blickman, because they're taller but narrower, I think this one would kick ass for. It's not good for your polarware and bigger in diameter pots. So I'm gonna show you guys, and if anybody's got hints or tips, you know, maybe I'll send the link to the manufacturer of this and see what they say. But not quite as happy as they were. But so there's the cake. Now that's using pellet hops. Now I've done this with leaf hops, and I recommend, if you do leaf hops, that you put those in a bag, because this thing, it gets all fucked up if you don't. So looking at the cake, let's see if I can give you an idea. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's hard to see. It's hot as hell too. God damn. You know, I don't know if you can see, but that's a good inch and a half thick. I mean, I'm not saying that this is not a good piece of equipment. Obviously it is. I mean, that's pretty impressive. I know it's kind of hard to see, but there's a good inch and a half of sediment there. And maybe if I peel back some more. Ouch, it's hot. It's hard to see, but there's a good inch and a half, I would say, of sediment, possibly 2 inches in spots. So that is awesome. Tastes good too. My problem is that's an awful lot of wort left over. I mean, I would say that's pretty close to a gallon. I don't know, for me that's quite a bit. I didn't have that much before I went to a dip tube method. I don't know. Still would recommend it, absolutely. I think it does its, you know, the big thing was it definitely does its job. That's pretty impressive. I do think that it leaves a little too much wort behind, but maybe that's just me. All right, so I'm gonna get cleaning up because I'm gonna hit the fucking hot tub. Peace. Happy Homebrew Wednesday, everybody. Just got done with surgery today. This part of the face is extremely fucking sore. And painkillers don't work on me. So I read Solo Cup It to dull the pain. Good news is I believe the surgery was a success. This is definitely pain from the surgery. I can definitely tell the difference. This is more of an injury type pain versus the pain that I was having with the issues. So I do believe that the surgeon was able to correct the problem. Very good. Funny story was they started giving me the medicine. They do kind of a combination, and so they gave me 2 Halcyon, which is otherwise known as the date rape drug, in a big bottle of water, and you take them. The ladies kept coming out like every 10-15 minutes. How you feeling? I'm like, I'm pretty good. And after about an hour, they're like, you should have probably been like out by now. I'm like, okay. So they go and they grabbed another one and gave me another one. And they're like, well, we suspect in about 15, 20, 30 minutes tops, you'll be on your way. Nope. Needless to say, they were all kind of amazed. So they took me back and they hooked me up with nitrous. And they said, well, this will get you going on your way. And here's the thing about nitrous. I kind of like it. After about 4 or 5 minutes of inhaling nitrous, starts feeling like you've had a few very good home brews in you. And the young gal came out. And she says, how you feeling now? I said, like, I've had a few good beers. And she goes, there you go. And I'm like, hell yeah, can you crank it up a little bit more? She goes, no, you've had enough. And I'm like, no, I don't think you understand. I haven't had enough. So she said, are you comfortable enough for us to start working? And I said, yeah, you know, go ahead. I said, it's the drill that I'm going to feel. And she goes, well, we'll try to make sure that that doesn't happen. So, he gave me a bunch of shots, and I don't know, they had to make an incision or something on the gum line on both sides, and then you know, I don't know, I'm not the fucking surgeon, but they go in there and he basically was like, so did you feel any of that? And I'm like, no. He's like, okay, well, I'm done drilling. I'm like, holy shit, that's some good stuff. And that's the last thing I remember. It finally got to hockey player. Hockey player went night-night. It was epic. Fucking hurts like a motherfucker. But I got liquid painkiller here. And we'll just go with it. So hopefully it's over. Want to wish everybody a happy Homebrew Wednesday. Cheers, 17. Oh, okay, so what's been going on? Let's take the camera on a little bit of a road trip here. Oh yeah, there's the other hockey. I'll show you in a better view. So if you guys remember a few months ago, or even a few weeks ago for that matter, hockey players showed a lot of grain. Well, that grain supply has dwindled a lot, which is a good thing. In fact, I had to go buy another 50-pound of 2-row. I still have quite a bit of those there, the specialty grains. I can say that the stand has been brewed on 3 times now. There's 2 batches there. I have a 3rd batch in the house. My signature, the very first beer that was on tap, or not tap, but that I brewed on the stand, it's in the house. It needs to go to secondary here real soon. And I'm thinking about brewing tomorrow. I'm showing you the tour, so I don't know why I'm fucking holding this. I should be holding my red Solo cup and getting numb. That's what I should be doing. Woo! Hold on a sec. Oh, that song works. So this is the other version of the t-shirt. Like I said, you've seen the full crest or the full frontal, and this is more of a crest style. It's not that I dislike it. I think it looks good. I do think that if I had this here, there needs to be something else here, like, you know, maybe make the Buckethead Brewing logo a little smaller, and then put like the name of a beer across the body of the shirt. Another thing I was thinking about doing was on my other one, where it is a full frontal, like right on the back across the top here, putting the website. I think that might look pretty pimp. I don't know. Might look pretty fucking gay too, but you know, hey, whatever. I'm doing my best, peoples. I'm sorry if my words are a little slurred. Really, I'm not drunk. I've had a half a Solo cup of bourbon. It's just fucking hard to talk. So I think I'm going to brew tomorrow. I might get up early. Sounds like, you know, that's the American thing to do. 4th of July. It's American. Brew some beer. What's up, bitches? That's right. So I don't know what I'm going to brew, but I think I'm going to brew. I think it sounds like a good goddamn motherfucking idea. How about you guys? And besides, as much as I drink like a fish, I need several batches of fucking beer stocked up. The last one I did, which was yesterday, it was actually the recipe that I did on my cast Saturday, where I kind of formulated it in between songs. I've never used Falconer's Flight. Sorry, I go in waves. And I really like to experiment with hops, and so once I come across the hop, I tend to use it a lot, or a fair amount of time to see what I can get out of it. Now the Falconer's Flight just kind of fell by the wayside, and so I decided that I want to experiment with that one. So I made, I would call it, it's going to be like a pale ale. Yeah, I'd say a pale ale. It's going to have a decent amount of sweetness. It'll have, the IBUs are not going to be over the top. They're going to be right around 26, 27, I believe. It's a 10-gallon batch, and I used 8 ounces of hops. So what I did is I used, for bittering, I used Crystal, which I've never used Crystal either. So I'm kind of experimenting with 2 new hops here, and I want to see what they do to complement each other. But I used Crystal for the bittering, which is going to give you the bittering but not the lingering long term. And then Falconer's Flight, I used some at 20 and then some at Flame Out. And it's already bubbling away. I'm also using a new yeast that I'd never used, and it's White Labs, which I'm not, personally I'm not overly excited about liquid yeasts. You know, they're decent, but in today's day and age, the dry yeasts are, in my personal opinion, I think they're better than the liquid yeasts. My opinion, flame me if you want. but based on what I've experienced and the attenuation that I get off of them, it's kind of hard to argue, you know, hitting high attenuation rates off dry yeast. And I don't even pitch, or I don't even make a starter, rather. I just go dry right to it, and I consistently hit 80% attenuation. That's pretty fucking stellar. This San Diego Super Yeast is supposed to be a 85% attenuation. Again, I did not pitch a starter. I dumped it in. It's already going to town. The characteristic of it, why I went with this one, one, I wanted to give it a shot, and I could have easily used SO5. And I thought about it because I know SO5 will give me 80%, no problem, hands down, boom. And if I was to use 2 packets in a 10-gallon, I'd probably actually reach higher than 80% because that would be severe overkill. But this one is supposed to hit 85%, and this one gives a little bit different flavor profile. So I just wanted to play with it. So that's what I brewed up yesterday. Tomorrow, again, I don't know what I'm going to brew. I'll look through my Buckethead library and see if there's one in there that I haven't had in a while, based on what I've got in the fridge for hops, which, as you know, is a lot. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Tomorrow I may only do, I don't know, depending on what I decide on, I may do a 5 or a 10. I mean, it's nice to do the 10s. But then, you know, I kind of have to recalculate everything. I got 3 right now, so that's 30 gallons. So that's 6 of my 10 cornies. So one more, yeah, it'll be 8 of my 10. So yeah, I'm good. I can do that. I can do another 10 and then a couple 5s. So I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, rambled long enough. Happy Homebrew Wednesday, everyone. Hockey players saying have a very safe and happy 4th of July. From one veteran to all the other veterans out there that watch my channel, cheers to you. Thank you for your service, your dedication, and your time. Much love from the greatest country on the planet. Peace.